Affordable housing means that there are a variety of housing options available that fit all of the income ranges that we have in our community.
The one thing that I wish everyone in Gloucester could come to grips with and understand is that for housing to change, we all have to be willing to give a little.
It's so overpriced. Things are on the market for all of a day or two before someone probably not from in town has scooped it up and purchased it for either a second residence or just to flip it or something of the sort.
Older folks often put off the downsizing, and therefore the houses that should become available for those growing families aren't available because there's not enough opportunity for those people to downsize.
It's like, I consider myself, I'm kind of an outlier, I'm an artist, like I knew it was gonna be hard, but say you wanna just like have one kid and be a teacher, like why is that so hard?
My name is Paul Lundberg and I am the mayor of the city of Gloucester. So the Gloucester Housing Compass Plan focuses on three things. The first thing is protecting the community housing that we have from the pressures of the marketplace. The second thing is preserving the housing that we have. And the third thing is producing new housing units. For every 6 households that are in that demographic who are eligible for affordable housing, there is only one affordable housing unit in the city available. It's families with kids in the Gloucester Public Schools, it's seniors downsizing, and those on that next level down, 55 to 65, that's a good chunk of our population is in that group. So that aging community is also in the area of housing transition, and usually going from bigger to smaller. So what our goal is to make housing availability for all of those groups.
My name's Carolyn Stewart. I live today in a little cottage just on the other side of the Goose Cove Causeway in Annisquam. My husband and I came to Gloucester as dreaded summer people. We were living at the time in Boston and decided we'd had enough of that. So we built a small house in Gloucester. In every place I've lived in Gloucester, I found great advantages, including the halyard. That kind of housing, not only for us, but for the younger families who are just starting out, is ideal. The halyard, again, is a microcosm of Gloucester. There are maybe 10% or so of the units are deemed affordable. It's also very convenient. You have every shopping opportunity that you might need next door. The Y is a 2-minute walk away. So I believe there should be more of that kind of housing. I wish people understood that young families in Gloucester who've been here all their lives, who've grown up here, can't stay here. If the current housing situation in Gloucester doesn't change in 10 years, I think we'll be in big trouble.
My name is Matthew Natty. I live at 57 Quarry Street in beautiful Gloucester, Massachusetts, and I work at and own Cape Ann Tree Service. I have lived in Gloucester most of my life. My current housing situation is an amazing post and beam house. I'm basically in the middle of the woods, surrounded by forest, swamp, and a couple of neighbors who I absolutely adore. I have 2 absolutely amazing little girls. Having them find a place to live will be difficult unless they are able to find a really high-paying job. if they choose being able to help people working for nonprofits, working in the art industry over money, I don't see that they would be able to afford buying a property on Cape Ann.
My name's Vanessa Mahalik. I'm a painter, artist on Cape Ann, and I also am a registered nurse at Beverly Hospital. My husband and I have crammed ourselves into a very small space that's attached to this larger sort of studio space, because if I were to pay rent on a regular one-bedroom and this particular space, it would be a lot of money in rent. My nursing job, it's a per diem job, but I've been a nurse for 20 years. I don't qualify for subsidies. I make too much money, but I'm definitely in a very tough position if I wanted to pursue like a regular 1,500 square foot house in Gloucester, which would be kind of ideal. I think artists are constantly being displaced, so just home ownership, if you can do it, does prevent that. I almost feel embarrassed like having to say like I'm an artist and I'm a nurse, and I can't really buy anything here. Kind of a crappy feeling.
My name's Sean McQueenie. I've lived in Gloucester 11 years. I live on Rocky Neck. I've been down there for 6 years now. I work at Lobsterland, and I've been there for about 3.5 years. I'm in my 5th rental in Gloucester, and we have a 1-bedroom apartment on Rocky Neck. My fiance Callie and I. Ideally, I would love to have a 2-bedroom apartment. I have a son that lives in Nashua, New Hampshire. I've always had a place and a room for him, but just again out of necessity. I don't have a room for him now. It's just the way we have to make it work. I would define the current housing situation in Gloucester as lacking. I think that the biggest issue right now is the growing gap between the people that can afford to be here and the people that simply just cannot anymore. And that to me is the biggest problem.
If we don't do something about the amount of housing that we have to offer, we're going to lose a lot of people. So there are lots of challenges ahead of this community to find housing for all of us.
I think Gloucester is really interesting because there's artists and musicians and all these creative people that were drawn to this area because of its beauty, and just, I put a lot of energy into this community. And when you don't know if you're going to be in a community and you're putting a lot of energy into it, it just feels like you're getting sucked dry.
People have to realize that they live in a city that needs them, and we need to start with some more affordable homes, and we need to do that without the negative connotation that more affordable comes with.
The working class that built Gloucester can no longer afford to own property and even to some degree just live. I have quite a few friends who are unable to live in this town anymore because the housing market is just ridiculous.
Housing directly impacts Gloucester's economy and culture. Our culture is over 400 years old. Our culture is made up of pioneers, of immigrants, of people who came to Gloucester for specific economic reasons, either fishing, granite quarrying. Artists have come to Gloucester for over 200 years. The fact that there is more and more difficulty for those groups to find housing in Gloucester, that will change the character of our community. We have the ability through zoning to make it easier to build housing units that are in the affordable range. So the Housing Compass Plan is going to give us the roadmap on what things we need to do as a community to make that happen.